Okay, so first of all, I would like to share one thing with you, okay? In order to make those questions no problem at all, Chapter Oliver, I want you to make sure that you understand how to find out the linear equation first. Correct? So I want everybody to do this one really quick enough and understand what you're doing, okay? So the first thing is, if you want to find out linear equation, you must need two pairs of data. Correct? You need two pairs of data for sure. Like you need a point A and a point B. Correct, Elaine? Okay, so if that's the case, I'm going to give you the point 1 is 0, 4, and another one is 4, negative 1, B and A. Okay, Chapter, I want you to write down these ones, okay? So I want you to write as like that. Make a very simple table. So this is X, this is Y. So 0, 4, which is A, and B is 4 and negative 1. Okay, everybody, I know you may think it's not necessary, but I just want you to establish this one. It's going to be really helpful. I promise you, okay? So now let's take a look at the next one. So all the linear equation can be written as y equals mx plus b. Correct, everybody? Okay, so if y equals mx plus b, so what is a b? Like I said, Chapter, when x equals 0, y equals 0 times m plus b, which is y equals 0 plus b, which is b. Correct? So you can see if x is 0, so it's 0, b. Correct? So that means this line must go through 0b. So did you remind you something? So that means if you have a point located on y-axis, that means this order, this number is exactly equal to b. So immediately we can have y equals
4.
mx plus 4. Get it, Chapter? Yeah? Okay. So now let's take a look at this one. So now the b has been solved. So that means it's always here, right? Okay, so some students said, but teacher, if I am not being told, nobody told me that there's a point located on y, but instead I get a 1, 3 instead. So how do I find out the b? Correct? So there are different situations, right? It's not always necessary that we're lucky like that. We always get lucky, right? Okay, so we're going to talk about this one later, but we focused on if we're lucky enough, we get a point which is located on x or y-axis. Okay? So now, since we know that one, so what is the next? Okay? So now, in order to find out m equals what? Equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So for this one, I can just using 4 minus negative 1 over 0 minus 4. So equals 5 over negative. So it's negative 5 over 4. So immediately get the thing is y equals negative 5 over 4 plus, sorry, x plus 4. Okay, so there are students maybe ask me, okay, I'm just assuming you all the time. I said, hey, teacher, how could you know this is y2, this is y1? Can I make this one y2, this y1, this is x2, this is x1? Of course you can do that, but let's see if the answer is the same. So y2, negative 1 minus 4 over 4 minus 0. So negative 5 over 4. Still, they're the same. Chapter, understand? Oliver, understand? So it doesn't mean which one, but can you do negative 1 minus 4 over 0 minus 4? No, if this one's y2, this one must be x2. That's y1, that one must be x1. Get it? So you cannot choose this one y2, this one x1, this one x2, this is y1. You cannot do something like that. It's always get a pair. Okay, Jason, what is your question?
Why isn't it just y1 minus y2 then, if it's like that?
It doesn't matter. It could be. Yeah, it could be. If you want, you can just, but it's just like that because 2 is bigger than 1. People feel it's better. Like, remember, I said, if you want to make your brain happy, you make your brain comfortable, your brain is easier to remember everything. Nobody's brain likes negative number.
Feels
Our
more
brain
smooth
likes
having
positive. You can 2 minus 1 is positive. Get it? By y1 minus y2 is negative. Maybe, I don't know, the formulas writer doesn't like that way, but I just tell you, if you want to do chapter this way or that way, it doesn't matter. Okay, just remember the top is y over x. Some people said, okay, m equals x over y, x1 minus x2 over y1 minus y2. That is wrong. Okay, always remember the denominator and numerator is in this way around. Got it, Oliver? Okay, so now let's take a look at the other one. If we are not lucky enough, okay, we have a is 1, 3, and B is 4, negative 1, how we do it. So chapter, I have to tell you, okay, Jason, I have to tell you, the 1, 3 means what? That means the x-axis value and a y-axis value, right? This is x2 and y2, right? So you can plug them in and the equation is still working. So that means 3 equals 1m plus b, correct? And the second one we have negative 1 equals 4m plus b. Correct, everybody? So just to plug them in, okay? But first of all, Jason, you have to write this one down, okay? Okay, so now what do we do? I just minus these two equations. 3 minus negative 1 equals 4. And 1m minus 4m equals 3m, negative 3m. B minus b equals nothing. So m equals 4 over 3, negative. Okay, so this time, instead of we know b first, we know y first. Sorry, we know m first. So 4 over 3x plus b, correct? Okay, so how do we find b? You just pick any data. If you like 4 and negative 1, you put them in again. So negative 1 equals negative 4 over 3 times 4 plus b. So equals negative 1 equals negative 16 over 3 plus b. So b equals positive 313. So the equation became y equals negative 4 over 3x plus 13 over 3. Okay, get it, everybody? I give you some time. So this is a lucky point, and this is not so lucky, but I want you to understand how to do it. Okay, of course, don't worry about it. I'm going to give you more practice. So you just to feel like it's like a robot. Okay, after a couple of times practice, you're going to do really quick. Okay, so everybody, I'm going to stop here.